today we have been able to make some good money. We've been able to travel all over the world. We have been able to help quite a number of people. And most importantly, we have managed to make sure that we have our families having very good health. So today we are very excited. It is not our day. We are very excited because we are hosting a gentleman. I don't know whether I can.
Yes, please go ahead and introduce him.
Okay, I would like to introduce our guest speaker today. This is a young man I have known for a very long time. I actually happened to go to the same primary school with him. But one thing that I clearly remember about him is he would never, ever say anything in the class. Actually, he always mentions that whenever he was asked to say his name, guess what? He would almost forget it. But today, I'm glad to introduce to you Mr. Jesse Aineviona, a mechanical engineer, a father of two, a husband. He's a public speaking trainer, and he has been doing business for the last 15 years. He is very, very good at what he does, and everybody can the people who know him can testify to this. So we would like to welcome Mr. Jesse Aineviona to take us through today's presentation. Thank you.
Jesse.
Thank you very much, Janet. Is the beat okay? Hello? Yes, Andrew?
Go ahead,
Andrew?
Jesse.
Okay, thank you very much, Janet. I'm very delighted to be here with you all. Everybody on the call out there, I would like to add my voice to what Janet and Andrew have already shared and say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on the call and to all of us who have mothers. Please say something special to them because we don't take them for granted. As Janet has already introduced me, I will not have to go through the details, but I will just tell you something brief about myself. I'm married, my wife is called Diana, and together we have two little girls, Ruby, who is 3 years old, and Moriah, who makes 1 year at the end of this month. We are very excited about this opportunity because I found this opportunity at a point in my life when I was just getting to the university. I had been taken up to study mechanical engineering, and a friend of mine, unfortunately, he passed away, but that is a story that has turned out to be a very successful story. He passed away when we were just in third year at the university. So he did not live long enough to see the fruit of his empowerment in the business, but I'm a living testimony that what a legacy means in this business. So he invited me to a meeting like the way you've been invited. And when I came to the meeting, honestly, I'll tell you, I was not so excited about what was happening. The only thing I knew is that as a student, I could make some money. That is at the end. And a number of things began to change. By the time I got to second year, I began to make some money. In Uganda shillings, for the benefit of those who are not from Uganda, that would be about $200. Now, I know that's not a lot of money, but for a student, it is quite some good amount of money. And for me, what that did for me is that it gave me hope. It gave me hope. It took me out of desperation. You know, as students, many times we are wondering, who will give us a job? But for me, one thing that did for me was it gave me confidence. It gave me hope to believe that the future can be better. By the time I was in my third year, I was earning close to about $1,000, and I began to save money enough to buy me a car. Now, I continued to work the business until I graduated. And when I graduated, I was then wondering if someone like me would still go on the street and start looking for a job. I carried on with my business full time. And later on, I got an opportunity to work with a corporate organization because I had done mechanical engineering. I developed a hunger to do something with what I had studied. And the beauty 13, I got a job with a company called Mantruck. Mantruck was selling generators. Now, while I was working at Mantruck, I was doing the business part-time. Now, one thing that amazed me was this. I was spending more time on the job and less time in the business because now it was part-time. But the beauty about this business is that it was still paying me more part-time than a full-time. But even while I was still on the job, I began to realize things that I had never really come to understand. I saw people being retrenched. I saw people being laid off. I saw people who were not happy with their jobs, but they still had to come, not because they really wanted the job, but because they had to survive. And for me, this began to open my eyes about the power and the beauty of owning your own business. And that's what I want to share with you today, because today, we're talking about a season where people are not sure if they will go back and find their jobs. Some people have already been laid off. Other people are not sure. Some people are not sure whether the job they are doing is one of the essential services that is needed. That's why we need to all think about owning our own business. And when you think about owning your own business, think about which business can you start, opportunity, which I believe can help you to appreciate the power of owning a business in this day and age. So what is a business? A business should have a product or a service. You know, if you ever go somewhere and they tell you, we are going to show you a business, but don't mind there's no product, you better run for your life because most likely you're the product. So we have a business and the business has got a product. And like it is in normal business, products must move from the manufacturer to the consumer, okay? And the most important thing is there must be movement of a product or a service for this to qualify to be a business, okay? So the product or service must work in order for you to have a lasting business. And I'm going to share with you some of the amazing products that we have, products that can really change your life and improve your life. Yes, Andrew, next slide. So why would you start your own business today? One, we all desire to be our own boss. I have shared with you briefly my experience with the corporate world. I saw a world where people do not own their own job. And you cannot say you are the boss of your own. In the kind of business that I'm going to share with you, you decide how much you can earn and how you want to spend your time. It becomes easy to match the increasing cost of living. You know, every other time we see an increment in rent, an increment in transport, an increment in food, but you realize that these increments in our cost of living do not guarantee that our income has to rise. That is why all of us need to think about starting our own business, okay? And of course, there is a lot of unemployment. We have underemployment. Someone has gone to the university, but they are being paid only about $100. And then you think about retirement, retrenchment, and restructuring. These are things which have threatened our own job and financial security. And the next slide. Today, I would like to introduce to you a wonderful opportunity. This is a business which you do in your spare time. It's a business like no other. And the beauty about this business is that it begins with you. So all you have to do is you partner with Neolife. So we partner with a company in the United States called Neolife. This is a company with a rich history. It's a company that began in 1958. It's a company that has stood the test of time. It's a company with a low startup cost. You know, you don't need a lot of money. I know someone who started a gift shop and she had to put in about $10,000. Now, you and I may not have that money, but this is a business which even you with little money, as low as $100, as low as $200, as low as $300, money that you can spend. I mean, ladies, if you just go to your shoe rack and you count the cost of your shoes, that's about the money you would start. You may not even need all that money to start the business. So it's a low startup cost. But the beauty about this business is that it has got unlimited income potential. And more than that, you have an opportunity to have mentors and coaches who will teach you how to build your own business. You know, it's different from starting a business and people hide secrets from you. This is a business where we share with you our business building secrets to success, because the more successful you become, the more successful we become. So your success is our success, and our success becomes a part of your success story. It's a business with unlimited location. And that is what everyone wants for this kind of season. You notice that we are in a lockdown where we do not have to interface with people, but in such a season, we are having some of our best months ever. Why? Because our business is something that is unlimited. And there is little or no risk at all. In fact, there's no risk. The risk is negligible. Why do I say the risk is negligible? This is what I mean. If you invest your money in this business, you do not just put in money, you get products, okay? Now, let's say the worst came to the worst and the business did not work, which is not likely. You would still have products to use. So you don't lose any money. In any case, you have something that you can use. So in this kind of business, you don't lose money. And of course, you have strong company and distributor leadership. And this is something that we don't take lightly. I have seen companies that come in and within less than a year, they have gone out. Why? Because their leadership is not stable, okay? Now, we have values, and these are the values that have enabled us to stand for the past over 60 years. Values of absolute honesty and integrity. We believe in honesty. We believe that whatever in what we think, say, and do is in line with actually what we deliver. We believe that people are number one, okay? We put you first. We believe in products that work. And these are products that are based in nature, backed by science. They are unique, researched, and patented. We believe in a long-range vision. And most importantly, it is an equal opportunity for all, regardless of your age, regardless of your race, regardless of your gender, okay? Now, specifically this afternoon, we have a wide range of products, but we are just going to talk about the cleaning range of products for this afternoon. To begin with, I will just mention something brief about all the products. First of all these products are organic. Now, what does that mean? It simply means that they are extracted from nature and they decompose back to nature. So they protect and preserve the environment. Now, you notice that many things in the world today are talking about go green. Neolife has been green before the world started talking about go green. So they are all organic. Secondly, they are multi-purpose. As you're going to see, they serve not one purpose, but different purposes. And thirdly, they are very economical and highly effective. So I'll begin with Super 10. Super 10 is a product which we call it an extra heavy duty cleaner. Super 10 can be used to clean different surfaces. You can use it for cleaning floors of all kinds, be it terrazzo, tiles. You can use it for cleaning bathrooms, kitchen sinks, ovens, windows, mirrors, glasses, removing stains. You can use it in the fridge, in the microwave. The beauty about Super 10 is that 1 liter dilutes into 10 liters of water. So you get your 1 liter, you mix it into 10, and then you begin to use it. And you can use it for all those purposes. The beauty about Super 10 is that it helps you to save up to 60%. And it will help you to replace, rather than buying a specialty product, you can buy one product, which is Super 10, and it will clean for you all those surfaces. Liquid soap, it can replace the specific toilet cleaners, it can replace the glass cleaners, it can replace the stain removers, it can replace something that you buy specifically for the fridge or even for your car engine. So you can imagine buying all those things as opposed to one person who buys only one product and they will use it. And let me tell you something, by the way. People don't buy price. People buy value. People buy quality. Okay, that's the beauty about Super 10 and all these products. Okay, look at LDC. LDC is powerful and yet gentle. LDC, it's an amazing product. It's that product which never leaves our home. You know, if I just see it beginning to come to an end, I just want to buy another one. Why? Because we can't do without it. It's a product which you can use for washing dishes, hand washing. You can use it in the kitchen. You can use it for preventing blockage of drainages. You can, if you have pets like dogs, you can use them for cleaning. You can use LDC for cleaning your pets, cleaning your jewelry, washing fruits and vegetables. Let me say something about that. You notice that today people want to eat fruits and vegetables, which is very good. Unfortunately, most of these fruits and vegetables are sprayed with insecticides and chemicals. You know, insecticides and pesticides. And I'll also tell you something, that most of the allergies today are related to the cleaning products we have in the house. So when you use a product like LDC, when you use it for washing fruits and vegetables, it removes all those chemicals and pesticides so that when you eat these fruits and vegetables, you are eating clean fruits and vegetables. Otherwise, if you don't use LDC, you'll find that you're consuming the pesticides and the insecticides, okay? So LDC also can be used for removing chewing gum, and it can also be used to clean swimming pools. Moving on from LDC, we look at, yes, those are some of that is what LDC can replace. It can help you to replace your washing soap. It can help you to replace grease cutting power. It can help you to replace hand wash, dog shampoo. So just one bottle of LDC can do all those purposes, okay? And of course, we have another wonderful product. It's called G1 Laundry. G1 Laundry is something which you use for washing clothes. And this product is really amazing. And recently, like we shared earlier, this is a company, we are lucky to be part of a company that does a lot of research and development. Recently, the company did an upgrade of this product and maintained the price, which is absolutely amazing. Did an upgrade, the product works much better at the same price. The scoop was big, now it is small. So you can imagine, you just use 2 mini scoops, you use them to do your washing. What does G1 Laundry do? It brightens your clothes. If you're using hand washing, you soak them and then you leave them soaked. All you do, you just come, you rinse gently, till water is clear, you put on the wire. It leaves them smelling fresh, okay? And if you use a machine, you can use G1 Laundry in your machine. And the beauty about G1 Laundry in the machine is that it will continue to service the washing parts. So it prevents breakdown of the machine. It keeps the machine working in good order. So if you know people who wash with machines, give them G1 Laundry. It is not only good for the clothes, it is also good for the machine. Okay, that is G1 Laundry. We'll now talk about Care. Care is a product that we sold so much that it even went out of stock. Why? Because during this season, all of us want to keep germs away as much as possible. So that's what Care does. Care is a disinfectant. And like we have talked about all the other products, it is biodegradable and it is non-toxic. And the beauty about Care is that it disinfects all surfaces, be it in restaurants, hospitals, hotels, offices, homes, any surface, as long as you don't want germs. And I think for me, what this season has helped me to appreciate is to appreciate the use of Care even more than I had been doing. You know, because I've realized most of the time, diseases are spread through contact, and it's just the germs that keep exchanging hands. So keep a bottle of Care next to you. And the beauty about this product is that 1 liter mixes 50 liters of water. Okay, so you can imagine from 1 liter you have 50 liters of water. But Care is also good because it helps to take away the foul smell that we find in different parts of our homes. Okay, so that is the beauty about our cleaning products, and they bring a very amazing difference. Products that are versatile, products that are economical, products that are biodegradable, non-toxic, products that will reduce on the plastic that goes into the environment, you know, compared to what you find out there. And I will tell you that these are products even if you have a child at home, like my daughters, do not panic. Why? So they are products which, even when you're using them, by the way, you don't have to put on gloves. I've seen people put on gloves and masks when they're using cleaning products. You don't have to do that. With our products, you can simply use them, touch them with your hand. If you inhale them, no worries, because they don't contain any toxic chemicals. Okay. And again, just like we mentioned earlier, you'll find that most of the allergies are related to the kind of foods that we have, the kind of products that we have in the house. So many times if someone says they have allergies, the first thing to do is to tell them to change their cleaning products. And I'll tell you another thing, distributors and guests. Whenever I mention the word organic, that word organic is a very powerful word when talking about cleaning products, because everybody wants something that is organic. It is not something to hide under the carpet. It is something to go with your head held high and say we have organic cleaning products. Everybody now is talking about organic. Okay. Just a little bit of a snapshot about all the other products. As you can see, we have the children's health. You know, I would say something small about the children's health because I have children, and these are products that I have seen work. Our daughter Mariah makes 1 year at the end of this month. Apart from going for immunization, we have not taken this child to the hospital. Apart from immunization, well, that's the grace of God, but also walking in wisdom by using the right nutritional products. Okay, we used a lot of these products when we were expecting her, when Diana was expecting. She used to use omega-3, she used to use Calmag, and even now they are using Liquivite, they are using omega-3. They are products that we have seen improve their health. Talk about products for strong bones and healthy joints. That is something I would recommend you to do something. Get something for your mother. You know, most ladies will find a challenge with their bones and joints as they grow older. So calcium is a product that you certainly would recommend for somebody. Okay, talk about the weight loss program. We have just talked about our cleaning products and of course our skincare products. That's one of my favorite skincare products called aloe vera gel. It's an amazing product. If you have not used it, use it. And most importantly, it is a first aid at home. If anyone gets a cut, just get some aloe gel, apply, and you'll be amazed. The swelling will stop or the cut will begin to heal. Okay? That's a product you want to have in the house at all times. And of course, immunity, we're now talking about strengthening our first line of defense towards infections. And that is what we do to boost our immunity. In fact, I'll say something small about immunity. For a long time, I used to use vitamin C and zinc. Now, I just used to use them, not even for immunity. I thought I would use those. Those are two products that, through training, I thought those are products I should be using. Now, I don't remember the last time I had flu. And I now notice it is because of the immune boosting power of our supplements. Okay, so let's use these products for ourselves. And of course, care. These are products that you want to have during the lockdown. So in the lockdown, you want to have as very good immunity, and we bring that to you through our phytodefense, that is the carotenoid, the flavonoid, and the cruciferous. Remember this, that these are not drugs, these are nutritional supplements. These are products that boost your immunity. These are products that we should be getting from the diet, but we do not get them in the diet. So what do? We supplement, okay? And prevention is better than cure. Not only better, but also cheaper. Okay? It's much easier for you to buy those supplements than to first wait to fall sick and go to the doctor. He will charge you more. He will even charge you consultation fee. And yet, by just the money you pay for consultation fee, you can buy flavonoid complex. So it's much better to use the products than wait to fall sick and react, okay? And of course, our care, that is the product that you want to have at home because it keeps away household germs. 99.95% household germs. Great, so what are the benefits of building a business? We've talked about the amazing products. Now, I'll tell you this. If you want to build a business, you need a good product, but you also need a wonderful opportunity. And with Neolife, you can be your best. Why? Because you can travel. Now, I'll tell you, I was not quite enthusiastic about travel. I used to think, okay, that's a luxury, why travel? But I remember I took my first trip. It was to London. And this trip was because of Neolife. I took my first trip to London. Ever since that day, my life has never been the same. In this business, you can get financial freedom. You know, you can get financial freedom. You can leave a legacy. That is the gentleman I told you about. That is David Bop. David introduced me to the business. He passed away in 2008. That will be 12 years. It will be 12 years this year. But to this day, the business he left is still running. So ask yourself, if what you're doing today, if God called you home, or if you stop doing what you're doing today, 12 years later, would you still earn what you're earning today? That's just a food for thought. But the business that he started 12 years ago, even after his death, after his demise, it is still going on, okay? So this is a business with an unlimited income potential. If you check closer, you also get great health, personal development, great time with your family. That has been one of the biggest benefits I have found in this business. Great time with the family. The fact that I run my own business. I remember when we were expecting our 2 daughters, not at any one time did I miss antenatal. I didn't. Why? Because I have a business which I could decide to support my wife even when I am doing my own business. So it's a business where it gives you freedom of time and freedom of choice. And also personal development. I cannot miss to tell you about personal development. Why? Because I used to be shy, like Janet has mentioned. I had never spoken in public, but today I have discovered my potential as a public speaker. Today I have traveled the world to speak, to inspire, to mentor people. Today I am a different person. I'm much more confident. I've been given responsibilities that I had never been given before. Why? Because of my ability to grow as a person. And that is all you have to do, okay? And of course, you get great health, okay? And you have an unlimited income potential. You can see one of the checks there reads 15 million shillings. Now, 15 million would be about approximately $4,000, okay? That is money that I don't know how many people earn that kind of income, but this is a business which you can do and earn that income on a monthly basis. So there is unlimited income potential and great recognition, because as you build your business, you go from one level to another. And one of the things that you do in the kind of business that you do is that you get great exposure. So for example, every year we have an opportunity to go for the East African Convention. That is where we go. We not only get recognized, but we also meet other wonderful speakers, great speakers like the founder of Neolife, Jerry Brasfield, okay? Great opportunity to network with like-minded people and hear other successful stories in the region, okay? The leadership school, I had an opportunity to go to leadership school when I had just stepped up. The world team. And that is a great opportunity for you to also in training from some of the world's best trainers. Leadership school happens at the Windsor. A night will cost you about $1,000. And it's not at your bill, it's the company that pays that money. So you can imagine the kind of lifestyle you begin to get. Amazing food, great networking, great information. Even if you never went to school, you will come back a different person. Leadership school is a place for all of us. And of course, every year we have an opportunity to travel. In 2008, we were in London. I was delighted to be part of that trip. In 2009, the company was in San Francisco. You can see in 2010, Hawaii, Cabo San Lucas, Victoria Falls. I did a bungee jumping at those falls. It was really exciting. And then in Dubai, Hong Kong, Sun City. These are the benefits that you get as you begin to mix and mingle with Neolife and as you begin to build a successful business. Go to Cape Town, the Emirates Palace, Mauritius, Abu Dhabi, Ferrari World, Rome. And of course, this year we were supposed to be in Czech Republic. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we couldn't travel, but we know that trip will be scheduled to a later time. And at all these events, you get an opportunity to get great recognition, a lot of excitement and fun. You hear success stories, you get great inspirational speakers, you build relationships with people from different parts of the world. Today, I have friends from different parts of the world through Neolife. Okay? And of course, you get an opportunity to tour and visit certain sites in the world, Abu Dhabi. You can see the background. There are amazing sites that you can find through Neolife. Next slide, Andrew. And that was Rome. You can see one of that is Anna Maria Ricaldi. That was Abu Dhabi. Great opportunities to network. And Czech Republic and Miami, Florida. Those were the trips for this year. And that is me in the first picture. That was the Tamarindao in Mombasa. Then the picture there, the next one, that was in Cape Town. While in Cape Town, I had an opportunity to go to Robben Island and visit the place where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years. And in the other picture, I was with Mike Mandeventa at the Intercontinental Hotel. And then down there, that was Fort Jesus in Mombasa. And down again, that was in Mauritius. An opportunity to travel the world and experience the world in ways I had never imagined. Why? Just because of the business building benefits that this kind of business gives you. So for all the guests on the call, I'll just say something very brief before we bring in the testimonials. How does this business work? All you have to do is you partner with Neolife and you begin to use the products. So when you begin to use the products, it becomes easy for you to recommend them to other people. When you recommend them to other people, that's how you begin to build a business. It's a business when a product moves from a manufacturer to a consumer. So all you have to do is use the products, and then you recommend them to other people. And in our business, we are paid for building a network of people who are using and recommending the products. It does not matter whether you have ever been a salesperson. It does not matter whether you can sell and convince. You don't need to know how to convince people. All you have to do is you just have to get in, partner with the company. The person who invited you will show you how you do that. Okay, thank you so much, Andrew. So all you do, you simply use the products. After using the products, you simply share the opportunity. You know, the way someone told you about this, simply ask, if I would show you a way you can work part-time and make an additional income, would you be interested? That is the question I learned to ask when I had just started the business. Now, it's amazing. Some people say, no, I'm not interested. Okay, thank you very much. And that's okay. By the way, there is a rule in sales, in business, that everyone is not your customer. And that's okay. If someone says no, that's okay. You can go ahead and ask, so would you be open to see a way you can feel better and more vibrant? If they like the product, they can begin to use the product. And then you begin to build a customer base by simply sharing your story. What happened when you used the products? The way I have shared with you products that I've used for my children, for my health, and even for our home, that's all you do. You simply share the benefits of the products that you use. We are not saying go and talk to strangers. No, we are saying you have a group of friends. You meet them on social media. Many times we share things which do not even add value. You know, someone just sends you an image, you just share. Now, what about if you share your story with using the products? Simply share your story. And then you simply duplicate yourself by teaching other people to do the same. And as you begin to do that, you begin to earn a great income. You begin to earn profit. You begin to earn commission. You begin to get recognition. You begin to travel. You begin to earn good health. And most importantly, you can leave a legacy. So if you have been listening, this is a business that anyone can do, regardless of where you're coming from. I believe there is no better time, no better place than doing this kind of business. So if you're listening to me as a guest, think about starting a business of your own. Start something in addition to your job, in addition to your mainstream business, and this can be a way you can generate an additional income, not only for yourself, but also for you. Thank you very much. I'll hand it back to you. Andrew? Andrew?
Okay, we're waiting for Paul to unmute. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Janet.
Okay, thank you very much, Jesse, for such a wonderful presentation. I believe that people from everywhere across the world have been listening to the story, and we have been inspired to take action, especially during this difficult time when there's a lot of insecurity about whether we are going to go back on our jobs, whether the economy is going to go down or up. So we are very, very excited that you've been able to share. Now, since today is Mother's Day, we would like to give an opportunity to some ladies to share what this opportunity has done for them. This is a very, very special one. And we are privileged because we have a lady all the way from Tanzania by the names of Carmona Catherine. She's a young lady, a young mother. This is a lady I personally met at the university in Makerere, and ever since that time, I did not meet her again till I met her in Tanzania as she was building the business. So we would like to welcome Catherine. After that, Dr. Eseza is also going to share with us her story. Dr. Eseza is a medical doctor in South Africa. You would wonder why medical doctors are doing this business. Then we shall also have Margaret Amolavu from Kenya, a lady who also climbed up the corporate ladder and is doing this business and has done it very well. So we shall have Catherine first, then Dr. Eseza, then Margaret, in that order. Since it's Mother's Day, then after that we shall invite the person to close our meeting. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Janet. My name's Catherine John Karumuna. I'm happy to share a session with you all today. Thank you, Jesse, for a wonderful presentation. Personally, I'm an economist by profession, and I work with TRA as a senior tax officer. I remember I met this opportunity some few years ago, but at first I had it when I was in Makerere some more years back when I was studying there. But when I was there, I didn't think that this was a good opportunity for me because I went there to study. So I was so much into studying. And as I was studying, my dream was when I come back home to work with either TRA or Bank of Tanzania, because I felt like those are the two places where I would earn some good money. So I would just be very serious studying and all that. I thank God when I come back home, I was able to get to work with TRA just after some few months. So down the road, after some few months, some few years, I got to meet a friend of mine. He shared with me again about this opportunity. For the second time, I was reluctant. I didn't feel as if I needed it again because by then I had gotten married and my husband also had a very good job. In fact, they were paying him more than what they were paying me, double what they were paying me. In fact, they were paying him in dollars. So my life was comfortable. I felt like I was okay. I didn't need anything extra. And we didn't have children by then. So I chose to join by that time just because of using products, and then I didn't want to let my friend down because he was a friend that I knew for long enough. I thank God for some lessons we learn in this world. They're called some life lessons. Few years down the road, by then when we had 2 children already, my husband lost his job. He was working from a private company. So it just happened that something happened and some of them lost their job. It was not easy for us. By the time when he was still working, he wouldn't ask me how much I was earning, when was it coming, and what was I using it for. So he would provide everything for the family. But this time when he just lost his job, this was the time when my salary was to do everything in the family. We had children to cater for the needs of the children, for their school fees. We were, in fact, had started building our house. We had to stop because it was too much for this one salary that I had. So that was the time we were so much under pressure. And by then I would see the person who had invited me in this business, he was more comfortable. He never worked. I knew him. He was not working. He was just doing this business full time. But I would still see him in church, being comfortable, just changing cars. And I would feel like maybe there's something else he knows and he's doing than what I knew, more than just using products and the health benefit of the products of this company. So that was the time when, after some time of going under pressure in the family, I had to look for him, ask him for an appointment. He thought I was just ordering for products as I would normally do. But this time round, I just told him, you know what? I think I need this business that you're doing, and I need it more than than what you would think. So that time, he didn't ask me much, but he would feel kwamba I was under pressure. He just told me, okay, this time it's a bit short for me to share with you, but next weekend you're going to have a business presentation, and it's a company event at Ubungo Plaza. So just come. You'll hear something from ladies like you and other women. So when I reached there that weekend, in fact, he did not even remind me. I was there just in time, and I had to find some place just at the corner. When you have problems and you go through troubles, you feel like it's written on your face. So I just sat on the corner, and there among the speakers who spoke that day, it's a lady called Oceana. Most of you know her by now, I think. I hope so. She was taking her first step, I think, to One Ruby, and she was sharing her testimony that she had just bought her brand new car, cash. Most of us who are working, most of our cars we get them from loan. We don't get cash. very few of them, they'll get it from cash. So I would understand her so much when she would say that she has bought her Vanguard cash over 30 million, but still she was getting every month more than 5 million, I think, Tanzanian shilling. So I was just there thinking about her, because she's a girl that I knew her personally. The first time that they were telling me about this business, she was also there. They were telling her, and she was still studying. I think she was in second year university. But what touched me that so much that day, it was that day when we were told, she decided to take that opportunity seriously, and she worked on it. So by then, sitting back there, I was listening her talking, earning over 5 million Tanzanian shilling, having bought her brand new car. So like, okay, if I had only started the business and just do it serious, or even just part-time, maybe I'll just be there at 1 million or 2 million. It would be something extra to my life, and it would have helped me in the challenges I'm going through in my family. So that was my turning point. Excuse me. That was my turning point, and that was the time and the day when I decided to come back to this business and do it serious. I thank God. To cut the long story short, after coming back to the business, I got so much support. My upline exposed me to other ladies who were successful. They helped me. They held my hand. They told me how to do it and everything. Thank God for this business. Too much support, and I was able to work. And within some few time, I became a director. I was so happy and excited. Back to the office, some other guys was like, when I got so excited, I was like, okay, how much have you earned so far? I just showed them a check of, it was around 1.2. They said, oh, it's like you're too excited for this. But for them, they wouldn't understand me. To me, it was too much for me, because I would say that this one, at least it will just be paying for my children's school fees. So it meant a lot to me. I got so excited, and among other things, I thank God for my children. They have very good health. I've been using children nutrition package from this company for long enough. One of my daughters had a challenge with her heart when she got born. So it was a challenge going to doctors every day. But I thank God after using these products, she has been okay. And now she's very healthy, 7 years old. And I thank God also for good trainings, international standard that we get from this business every time. But we also get we also get some friends who are positive, and they get to teach us every day how to go ahead and how to think positive. And just to say that I'm so excited and hope more positive, and I'm looking forward. This time I'm working so hard to take my Sapphire step, and I believe with the current movement that is going on and the energy, I'm going to make it. So I'll just encourage others and other ladies who are there. Don't wait until you're under pressure and you're in so much in need. Just take it as a part-time thing, and one day you'll thank God for it. Don't wait until you see somebody on stage and you regret, why didn't I make my decision that day, or why didn't I take didn't I take step that day? Just take your step now slowly, and one day you'll be thankful for your decision. Thank you. That's just in short about me.
Wow, thank you very much, Catherine. For some of us who do not know what TRA is, it is Tanzania Revenue Authority. That is where Kathy is working, and thank you so much. That has been very encouraging, especially for some people who are in the comfort zone. Next, we shall have Dr. Eseza. We just have a few minutes, maybe in 1 or 2 minutes. Dr. Eseza, please share with us. Then we shall crown it up with Margaret in just 2 minutes. Thank you.
Paul, please unmute Dr. Eseza.
Yes, I have. Right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is always so gratifying to see so many people. And I'll start by thanking Jessie very much for an amazing presentation. Well done, Jessie. And then to all the mothers on this call, happy Mother's Day. And I just have a short message for you. I'll give you in brief how I got started. We had just moved into a new city, and I was a frustrated mother because I was not happy with all the store-bought cleaning products. Now, have you ever heard that for a reason to get started in the business? Well, that was my reason. So when I realized that this company could offer me amazing products, I got started, threw out everything I had bought from the shops and replaced everything, one shot. So I've never looked back, and I've never regretted it. And I've actually been vindicated. How come? And I talk specifically to the ladies, the mothers, the women. Do you know that we actually hold the health and therefore the wealth of our families and our nations in our hands? Okay, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But gentlemen, yes, you are the heads of the home. I always respect that. But girls, we are the neck. We are the neck. We are the ones who decide which direction that man is going to face. And don't take that role lightly. It's a very, very important role. Now, we have, therefore, the power of choice. And what we choose to do, what we choose to put on the table, what we choose to wash our clothes with, how we choose to have a bath or a shower, can impact our health well into the future. And as Jesse pointed out, the cleaning products and all that. But why I said that I've been vindicated is because studies are showing that chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, obesity, overweight are directly linked to your choice of detergent and your choice of cosmetic, okay? So that's why I'm saying don't take anything lightly. Choice is very important. Now, girls, one of the biggest excuses that many of you will make is this. If I buy those products, my maid will waste them. Have you heard that one? You can nod, you may nod, and I want to see. Many of you say, my maid will waste them, so I'm not going to use those products. Well, can I tell you something? Maids can learn. You can teach your maid. It just, to me, tells me that it is you that is your own stumbling block, okay? So stop giving your maid as an excuse for not taking the health of your families into your own hands. Stop doing that. So I just want to say that on this Mother's Day, I've taken the liberty of actually being a bit sharp with all of you and to tell you that in this time of lockdown, everybody who is connected to Neolife has such an advantage because we are essential. We've been deemed essential. Here in South Africa, we've actually been given permission to go out, courtesy Neolife, to deliver products if push comes to shove. Otherwise, the company is delivering. So we have absolutely no excuse. And this is all you have to do. The choice is choose to change your buying habits. Choose that you prefer health to sickness. And let us make the world a healthier and happier place. And I'm just so proud of my team. Jesse is in my downline, Janet and Andrew. I'm so proud of all of you, and I really appreciate you and love you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Dr. Eseza. For some of us who have not met Dr. Eseza, she is a medical doctor in South Africa, together with Dr. Edward Nambasi, and they've been doing this business for over 20 years. So we are proud of you, and wow, thank you so much for being there with us. We'll have just one more lady, since it's Mother's Day. Margaret Molavu from Kenya. Kindly share with us. We just have 2 minutes and we wind up our presentation. Margaret, are you there? Margaret.
Yes, I'm there, Janet. Yes, Janet. Good evening once again, and I'm so excited to be on this session today. In fact, the lockdown has done us a lot of good as a family. We are able to link up, we're able to do things that we were not able to do before. But before this business, I worked for the bank, an international bank. And after 8.5 years, I chose to resign because my 3-year-old son at that time felt that that mommy doesn't come home. I'll go to work at 8 because the bank was changing. I thought because my son hadn't actually seen me for 3 days, I got a bit worried. I come from a very mixed background. My father is Kenyan, my mother is Malawian, and then I'm married to a different community in Kenya in the Western region. And so I felt that my in-laws would think this is just another very mixed up person. And so I chose to resign. And through this business, I got to bring up my children myself. And it's such a joy to watch them grow through the milestones and to just encourage them. And it helps you to pick your children. They are more of purity. And so this business for me is just my life. And I shudder to think where I would be if I hadn't started this business. I've done the business for auditions, and remember you in the London, you were pretty new and you were so excited to be there. The other thing that this business has given me that I cannot forget are the international friends. My God, the friends I have, Janet and Andrew, then begin to use them for this business. The family can eat because the health of the family, like Dr. Esser said, is actually in the mother's hands. And I want to encourage women and tell them we are very, very powerful. Do you know we multiply everything we're given? You're given a seed, you produce a child. You're given a house, you produce a home. You're given a sentence, you produce a paragraph. You give us that this is the best to help you come out of the shell. And there are things you're going to discover about yourself that you really don't know. Thank you very much, Janet and Andrew. It was a fantastic session. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you very much, Margaret. Thank you so much, Dr. Eteza and Katerina from Tanzania. At this point in time, the ladies have been well represented. We just have a few minutes to close our meeting. I thought we would ask a gentleman to just help us put the icing on the cake, where this opportunity found him, what he has benefited from this opportunity, and how he sees the future in just 2 minutes. Then we shall close by calling our Director of Sales from East Africa to also say hello to us, and we call it a Mother's Day. So please welcome Mr. Kanakuya.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies. And my name is Sam Kanakuya. And also allow me to extend my greetings to everybody from Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, and South Africa, especially our upline. Thank you very much for being here all the time. Thank you, Andrew and Janet, for putting this together in the dream team. Thank you very much. I must say that this particular time has given us a very, very big experience. One, but we are so proud to be part of the solution, not of the problem. Because whenever they say somewhere, somehow they say, look after your health, get supplements. And this encourages me because in Neolife, we have got the solution. For the last, we have been in this business for the last 24 years, and we shall be 24 years next month. And we feel extremely excited that every year is inventful. We get new things happening and things happening all the time. I would suggest that we should take advantage of the situation, not advantage of the COVID-19, but take advantage of what is available to solve. For instance, now the technology available to do business, the products we have to solve a problem, the money to make at home when people are not making money. So all this, we take advantage of the back office, the technology. We are able to be with our client almost twice a week. We talk and we see online, and all this is available to us. So we think if you get organized at home, you will be very organized after this particular being locked up at home. With the limitation to move, we have got very organized at home now these days. And this gives us hope that when we come out, the business will come up. For us, it has given us the opportunity to move around the world. And the latest around it is a situation where the products from the US, people are asking from the US that we have the solution from here and the products are from the US. We have managed to sell products all over the world. And this is exciting. And everybody, I would say, finally, stay at home, but be all the time connected. This business can give you all what we need. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the best. Stay safe and please keep smiling. This business will give you a smile, have hope, and encourage everybody to continue. We shall win and we shall make the money. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very, very much. And to all the people who have participated in this Zoom call, thank you so much for logging in today. To our speaker, Jesse, thank you so much. And all the people who've been able to give us testimonies, we would like to thank you so much. And as we close our meeting, we have a very, very special guest who is just going to share with us a few minutes just before we close off. And as immediately our Zoom call is done, you can contact the person who shared with you the meeting ID just to show you how you can also be a part of this opportunity. You never ever know. This is something that you have been looking for. So I would like to invite our Director for Sales in East Africa, Mr. Paul Mwatu, all the way from Kenya. He's with us and he's going to close off our meeting in just a few minutes, and we shall call it a Mother's Day. So Paul Mwatu, you're very welcome to share with us just before we close off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Janet, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
All right, thank you so much. The reason I'm asking is because my video has decided to play some tricks on me. I cannot see myself, but I'm happy if you can hear me. That is good enough. My name is Paul Mwatu, and I'm the Director of Sales for Neolife East Africa. And I'm truly honored to be part of this meeting today, because I've also learned a couple of things from this meeting. But mine is first to thank Janet and Andrew for convening this meeting together on a Sunday afternoon. You know, we never thought it will ever get to this, and when we started getting our movement cut down slightly, we were all worried. And because we are one community, we came up with a solution. And I'm so excited to be able to sit back at home and talk to each and every one of you who is joining us today from wherever you are joining us, because, you know, technology has been able to solve a lot of problems. You know, in one sitting, we have been able to share different stories from the Neolife family from across Africa. We can say that because we had somebody from Tanzania and somebody from South Africa sharing how this opportunity of Neolife has been able to be, you know, part of their lives. And this is the best time for all of us. So mine is to thank you, everybody. Jesse, thank you so much on Mother's Day for doing such a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Dr. Essenza, for joining us. And most important, for, you know, bringing this opportunity to Uganda many years ago and building a business for everybody who is in the business today in Uganda. Thank you so much, Catherine from Tanzania. You did an exceptional job. At one point, I felt like I've known you for many years, but it's my first time to listen to Catherine. And that confidence, just joining the business just a few months ago, and oh yes, it shows you the kind of personal growth you can be able to achieve in this business. And Margaret, thank you also for sharing. And without forgetting our father, who has been in this business for 24 years, Sam and Miriam Kanakule, we truly thank you. So mine is just to really close with a few words, because we have had a wonderful session which has flown so well. Not forgetting to say happy Mother's Day to all the ladies and all the mothers who are listening to us today, because part of our business, there is a lot of percentage of women who have been quite successful using this opportunity of Neolife. So a day like today is very special for us as a company, because we know, you are the force that is driving our business across the world. So ladies, we truly treasure you. On behalf of Neolife and myself, we want to thank you so much for taking the lead, because where women lead, men will always follow. So we've been able to see that fact, in our business, and we thank you so much for being the leading force in our business. We have been told everything. Jesse has been able to share from the time this company was started, the history, what we do, and how you can be able to be part of this business. Mine is just to challenge the people who are listening for us for the very first time. The guest who is seated in this meeting, you took time off your busy schedule, you just came here casually to be able to look at what is this? These guys are calling me to come in. I've just seen a chat. One of the guys saying, thank you so much to my brother who invited me to come and have a look at this meeting. So mine is just to thank you and challenge you. You have been able to hear how you can be able to be part of this opportunity of Neolife and change your life. We're talking and we are looking at a time when it is completely different. Uganda, you are on total lockdown. You cannot go quite many places. If you look at your neighbors and some of the people joining us today, they have an issue because some of the companies have started downsizing. Some of them are not paying you because you're not going to work. And that is because they're asking, why would we pay you when you're not coming to the office? Some of them are getting pay cut. Remember, your expenses are not cutting down. So look at what Catherine has been able to share. She has said the husband lost a job at one point, and what was a comfort zone for her, it completely changed. We are coming to you at such a time. And we want to tell you and challenge you, if you truly want to continue to achieve your dreams, the things that you completely and you totally value to achieve, this is the time, this is the opportunity, and these are the people who will be able to help you to continue to build your business as you have been building before. So as we finish this meeting, just sit down with the person who invited you here. We are not mean. That is one thing and one aspect I like about Neolife distributors. They are not mean. They came here and benefited tremendously. And today they have called you to be able to be part of that success. So we value you, we love you, and we want to see you achieving your dreams, achieving the goals, the things that you have set for yourself and your children. You can be able to achieve them now. And you know what? You can do it as a part-time opportunity. If you're still doing something else, don't quit. Continue doing them together. First, build your business, build your health. We always tell people we do only 3 things. So if you're joining us and it's not a job, we're not giving you a job. We are giving you an opportunity, whereby the first thing we'll ask of you is to use the products. Use the products, use the immunity products, and continue to feel health. Then start sharing the product. The person who invited you will be able to give you more information, start sharing the opportunity, and then you get the kind of personal development Jesse was so emotionally talking about. He couldn't stand before people. But today, Jesse is a tremendous speaker that we can ever be able to look for. So we want to invite you and encourage you to be able to be part of this. To the distributors, if your team it is not in this Zoom call, just don't feel good, just feel bad. Walk out today out of this Zoom call and just want your people to start getting into the Zoom call, because that is where the world is now. If you're not in Zoom calls and connecting to your people, then you're gonna lose it. There is something some have said. Some have said there is post-COVID. That will be another dilemma to all of us. If you're not building your business now, when the COVID is gone, you will have another very serious time and worrying time for you to starting all over again. So as a distributor, put your people together. When your uplines call for meetings like this, make sure they come in, and also do your smaller meetings. So mine is to thank you for joining us today. You're in the right place. Neolife is actually getting bigger and better right now. Our results are bigger than the way they have been before. So we want to thank you for joining us. And I just want to ask you, continue to grow. Find a way during this lockdown to grow spiritually. Find a way, connect with your maker. Number two, find a way to grow physically. Look at some exercise, grow emotionally, connect with your family and your friends. Then the most important thing, continue to achieve your dreams through the company of Neolife. So I want to thank Andrew and Janet and the dream team at large for organizing this meeting for us today. So from me, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday evening. Enjoy the rest of Mother's Day, and God bless you. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.